Yeah, I'm here with Jeff Richards, and one thing I love about you, Jeff, why don't you say hello?
Hi, how are you?
Is the text messages I get from you when you want to promote something. It's like so funny. Hey, Mike, Jeff Richards, here's my music video you wanted me to send to you for sharing. I just thought it's such a good way to do it because I didn't want you to send that to me.
Well, because you might not remember.
I might not remember what.
You might not remember any of that. That's what I'm banking on.
It's so hard to get people to share stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to really just. I mean, I don't like doing it, but I feel like it's yeah, especially comedians, I think, because we all want to just post our stuff when we want to post our stuff. So when somebody does post your stuff, it's like 12 in the morning on a Sunday. Thanks a lot.
Now, do you share other people's stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime anybody asks me, yeah.
Because for me, the challenge is asking. Asking is hard. But this made me laugh, but I didn't share it. I'm sorry. It's fine. But I also know that you...
But look, here I am.
Here you are. Well, maybe that's the thing. Because you do have to ask for stuff, right?
Yeah, you have to let people know you're out there.
How have you managed that, your career? Did you ask for stuff? Hey, SNL, I want to be on your show. Or even smaller things. Hey, I want to be on your podcast. Because I asked you to be on my podcast. You didn't ask me.
That's right. Well, I don't have a podcast.
Exactly.
Although I'm Kevin Farley. I'm going to be on his for a while.
Tell me about that.
No, just going to be doing Kevin Farley's podcast, The Farley Brothers. I'll be on there kind of a regular basis, I guess, now. Being
Jeff Richards.
Yeah, that's right.
But you're also managing a band right now, right?
Well, there's a band called Ditto Kiddo, and I look a lot like the lead singer.
Well, yeah, because you sent me this thing that says Ditto Kiddo's farewell concert.
Right.
And it's a picture, and, you know, I'm no forensic analyst.
Right.
But this looks a lot like you.
It's a lot like me, although I do not wear my hair like that.
Interesting.
So it's not me.
And that's at the Hollywood Improv, January 28th at 10 p.m.
In the Lab. It's his farewell concert. This is the last concert he'll ever do, ever.
Oh, wow.
Until the next one.
Sure, I see. And are these going to be songs?
These would be all the songs that never really got off the ground, but were all hit songs, but never really got hit.
Sure.
Or hits.
Sure, so they're songs.
They're just songs.
Right.
But special guests will be there, you know, because it's the last show. It's the final concert, so there's surprises. And, you know, Andrew Santino will be there. Brody Stevens will be there.
Oh, that's exciting.
Arlo Sanders. And it's just a big party.
Yeah. That's going to be fun. Well, you've always made me laugh, whether it be in the parking lot of the Comedy Store, whether it be on the stage at the Comedy Store, whether it be just managing Ditto Kiddo.
Yeah, and people really laugh at me when they hear I'm managing Ditto Kiddo. It's one of those things.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Walnut Creek, California.
Where's that?
That's in the Bay Area, the East Bay.
How much comedy was in your world? As a kid?
Just really teachers and funny students and stuff. I mean, I used to just study them and then impersonate them. That was sort of my...
That was your thing, was impersonations?
Yeah.
And you would impersonate like the third grade teacher at recess and everyone would kind of laugh at you type thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What teacher was like the easiest to impersonate? And what was their characteristic? Was it like the bumbling idiot? Was it like there's an accent? Or like what was it? What were you drawn to impersonate?
Just anything to make fun of the teacher, you know, like so. Mr. Sang always had his mouth open all the time.
Right. And
that's all I had to do for him.
That's an easy one.
Yeah. Like,
right.
People love that, and then. Who else? I can't even remember
yeah,
anybody.
It's been a while. But you just like because even now you'll do Jason Galern in the back of the Comedy Store for 30 minutes. I mean, sometimes I
don't give a fuck. I'm fucked. I got to work in the morning.
Oh shit! I just moved my camera. Is it okay, Aaron? Sometimes I've talked to you and I'm going, how long is he going to do the impression? But when do you decide to stop the impression?
When the person that I'm doing it for walks away.
Okay, that's like
simple math.
That seems about right. What were birthdays like for you growing up?
Pretty good. I just stopped celebrating birthdays after, like 23, 24.
Why?
I don't know. I never really wanted to. It's a weird attention to bring to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I get enough attention.
Well, you say it's a weird attention, but so is standing on stage wearing weird pants and a shirt singing a song.
Yeah, but
such as the artist that you represent.
Well, I do represent. You mean Ditto Kiddo?
Yeah, correct.
He's great, by the way. No, I don't know. It's just like, but the attention of just like, this is my birthday, and what's that? That's not good enough. Like,
it's like you didn't have to do anything.
Didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then everyone just, they don't really want to be there, do they?
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, especially if it's and we've talked about this before on this podcast, but like, hey, come to this bar we're all at. It's like, you're going to have to buy them shit.
Right.
Like, do you drink or,
No.
Yeah. So when people do a bar birthday, it's like, I got to buy them all their drinks all night.
Right.
That sucks.
Right.
But so when is your birthday?
October 21st.
What did you do this last October 21st?
Oh, what did I do? I mean, absolutely. I just had dinner with my mom and
Where's
my
your mom
uncle in Burbank.
Okay, so you
here.
drove over here?
Yeah.
A little dinner with mom?
And I think I did one other thing. I might have had a lunch or something.
Yeah.
I went to the Griffith Observatory with a girl.
Okay.
That's right, at night.
Is that kind of one of your plays? Take him to the Griffith Observatory?
That was her play. That was her play instead of dinner. She told me she's going to take me out to dinner, and then she just drove me there, and I was like starving.
It's not really that cool, is it? The Griffith. Why is it always in movies? Why is it cool?
No, it's not that cool.
It's
a cool view.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
There's not even have food there.
I know. So obviously you were hungry.
Oh, starving.
That's a pretty good trick. Could you imagine if a guy did that? Hey, I'm going to take you out to dinner. You just take him to like see a sunset and you drive him home. They would hate us.
Or we just go play tennis or something.
Go play tennis. So that was it for your birthday. You didn't do it. Did you get a gift? Did anybody sing you happy birthday?
No, I got some text messages and
okay.
Things. I think people just know I don't celebrate my birthday. Nobody really bothers me too much.
The Comedy Store usually sends out a tweet or something. But maybe they
but I screwed that one up this year. Because I was trying to get you to do my video. I mean, Ditto Kiddo's video.
We're looking at Brenton Biddlecombe, ladies and gentlemen, who not only is a stand-up comic, a wonderful one, but he also manages the social media for some of these accounts.
I forgot to get you the link too early, and then my birthday passed.
Oh, shit. So you were trying to get Ditto Kiddo a happy birthday message.
That's right.
Okay, well, that's a great manager.
I was trying to get Ditto Kiddo some birthday hits.
Yeah. What is Ditto Kiddo? Like, how did he and you guys collaborate on that name?
Well, he came up with the name Ditto Kiddo, but he's been doing music for over 10 years, and was just an influential EDM artist that like Pet Shop Boys and certain people were fans of, but he never really got off the ground, but he was influential, and so he had a sort of an underground storied career.
Got it. And the name?
Ditto Kiddo. It's just, I think it was just a catchy thing.
Yeah.
And, it's very EDM.
It is. And if someone, says, hey, I love that artist, you would say, Ditto Kiddo. There you go. See what I mean?
Right.
When was your worst birthday?
Oh, yeah. That was when I was, when you said that, I was like, what? And then I was like, oh, that birthday.
That's kind of what happens a lot.
The ultimate worst.
People go like, I don't have one. And then a day later, I'll get a text like, I forgot about this one.
Yeah.
So what was it?
An ice chiller.
Well, ice chiller. Ooh, that's a good name for the podcast title. The Ice Chiller. October 21st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was. This is in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
And it was my birthday, and my cousin had just gotten this big lifted truck with these big wheels, and it was this big truck, and he was about I guess he must have been around 16 or 17.
And were you younger or older?
I was 13.
Oh shit, yeah.
And and they're like, well, I want to go for a ride in the truck, and then they said, yeah, all right. And then my dad was like, and I hadn't even thought about it until my dad said this. My dad goes, no, to make sure he doesn't drive it.
Okay.
He was saying to my cousin, to me, and I was like, oh yeah, I could drive it maybe.
Oh shit!
So we got it.
You forget that you're a young adult.
Yeah, and you forget
you're just a kid. Yeah.
Yeah. But you forget. It's like, don't tell me what I can't do, because maybe I haven't thought of that.
Yeah, that's funny.
So I got in the truck. We drove off.
Right.
And I said, pull over. Let me drive.
And your cousin can drive.
Yeah, totally.
16, you're allowed to
16,
drive. Yeah, okay.
And it's also a stick shift. And
oh, shit.
So I get in there, and I don't know what I'm doing right off the bat.
Yeah.
And this is a huge truck, those big monster wheels.
Yeah.
Not, a monster truck, but the pretty big wheels.
Yeah.
Tires. And I get in there, and I start to go, and then I'm in first gear, and then...
I mean, do you even know about a clutch and this stuff?
No.
No. And you didn't even think to drive it until your dad said, don't drive it.
Right.
God, parents are so stupid sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as soon as I start driving it, and he's kind of helping me a bit.
Yeah.
But I turn a corner. He's like, turn up here. I turn a corner, and instead of hitting the brake, I hit the gas.
Here we go.
And flew up this hill. Kids running out of the way of the truck, literally scattering away from the truck.
Children, yeah.
Parting the way. And I jumped up and onto a retaining wall.
Holy shit.
And then the wheels are spinning. And then as soon as it happened, I'm like, change seats. Right, say you did it.
Right.
Always like talking my cousin into stuff.
Which is what Lance Armstrong did when he got pulled over drunk in Aspen. Did you guys know that?
Oh, really?
He got pulled over wasted, and he asked this girl he was dating, like, you got to change seats because I'm going to get in a lot of trouble. So she did, great girlfriend. And then through interrogation later, she cracked and was like, I wasn't fucking driving. He was driving. So basically, you're 13, but you're way ahead of your game on this.
Yeah, but it turned out the same way.
Okay. All right, sorry, I interrupted. So, change seats.
So we changed seats. Guy comes out. The guy at the house comes out, and he goes, what happened here? And nobody can understand why he did this.
Right,
of course, it's like, you know how to drive the truck. Could you possibly do this? And you're not on drugs.
Yeah.
And it's something he asked. Are you guys on drugs? Are you on drugs? Whatever.
Yeah.
So he's the whole time saying he didn't do it.
Yeah.
His dad comes on over, my uncle.
He's saying I didn't do it, but the guy, the owner's going like, what happened? He's like, I didn't do it.
I didn't do it. And then the cops came.
Wow.
And he's like, what happened? And he's like, and he goes, you laid a patch this far, and it's like, how could you have done that? And
is this the city?
This is a cul-de-sac in the suburban cul-de-sac.
I love
little kids running around, just like ants everywhere.
Yeah. And good for them that they scattered.
Yeah,
could have been way worse. Yeah.
So we went home back to his house, and everything was dejected. Everyone was just completely. It just killed the mood for the birthday. So we just went home and we left. I think we left the cake. We might even left the cake.
What happened to the truck?
The truck got, I think, it got totaled or towed, or it was really screwed up. It was totally screwed up. So then we just went back to my house.
Yeah.
My mom and dad, and we just had tuna casserole.
What did your dad think about all this? Did he know what the fuck happened?
My dad was always really chill. He's like 40 when I was born, so.
So he's too tired to
Too tired. He'd already had kids from a previous marriage, so.
But he didn't say to you, like, I know you drove this, or I told you not to drive?
No, they found out. As soon as we got back to the house.
Yeah.
They knew I did it.
Shit.
So it wasn't good.
Yeah.
It wasn't good at all.
What happened? That
was pretty much it. I didn't.
How did your parents discipline you? Did they discipline you?
Not really.
Not ever.
No.
You never got grounded?
I mean, did they before?
Yeah.
Yeah. But for some reason they didn't.
For that.
They didn't. I don't know why they didn't.
And your cousin, you still close with your cousin?
I think they almost blamed the cousin for letting me drive. Because he
shouldn't have done that.
4 years older.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have done that.
Is this cousin still in your life?
Kinda, but not really.
Like, I wonder if I asked him, don't worry, I'm not going to bring him in or anything, but I wondered if I asked him about this, what he would remember.
Oh, yeah, he would remember it all.
He would?
Yeah.
Has he ever come to your comedy show before?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not really close.
Yeah.
I think that really, come to think of it, that probably really was the steak that killed it.
I mean, maybe. I'm glad. Jesus, I keep kicking this camera. I'm glad that you didn't hurt anybody, but do you know how to drive stick now?
Yeah.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
When did you learn?
When I was about 16 or 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you get your license at 16?
Yeah. No, 18.
18.
So 18, around 17, 18, yeah.
Because I find it interesting that I got it at 16, but I think it's older now in some states.
Oh, is it?
Because it was really a terrible age to be. I mean, this is a 16-year-old cousin at the time driving like a huge truck.
Yeah, there should be precautions taken for
right.
Yeah, you should have to say, let's see you drive it for a bit.
And he didn't live on a farm.
No,
he didn't need the truck, right?
No.
Yeah, fuck. How would you say this affected you in your life or your comedy at all this birthday?
Not really at all.
No?
Just something that happened. It was just a tragic day, but I really vividly remember the tuna casserole.
Tell me about that. Yeah, why do you remember that?
She's like, my mom was like, the worst of it was like I had to eat tuna casserole. That's how easy my life was back then.
Right.
But she's like, you're eating. We're having tuna casserole.
And you're like,
I'm like, oh really? And like, come on, don't push it. So then
and what would happen in your house on a birthday? Would you then eat and do gifts? Was gifts not a thing?
Yeah, gifts. Normal birthday parties.
Yeah,
for kids.
And what would you get?
It depends the age, but I got a lot of different cool things. I'm the only child.
Okay.
From that marriage, so.
And that, I don't know if that means anything, because siblings oftentimes can ruin your birthday for you. You know, like your older brother would or younger sister would be mad it was like your day and can ruin it for you. So maybe that, but it doesn't seem like they really ever they didn't get mad about the truck, and that's good.
No, they didn't get too mad about the truck.
What would they get mad at?
Oh, just climbing out my window and taking off for the night.
You would?
Yeah. One time I think I was 12.
Okay.
Or
wow.
maybe around there.
Yeah.
We discovered someone's wine cellar.
Okay.
And
this is the Bay Area after all.
Yeah. And we took this wine into a park. And
so you stole it. You stole their wine.
Stole their wine on a regular basis.
So you would climb out of your window at 12, go to this person's home?
Yeah, next to my friend's house. He had an idea that they had a wine cellar or something.
Yeah.
And we just went in there and
how do you get in?
Broke in. And then we took the wine to a park. Decent. I mean, I knew where the park was, but I've never had a good sense of direction.
Sure.
So we popping off the bottles and drinking the wine, and we're getting it's kind of like one of the first times I ever got
12.
drank, I think.
Yeah.
Got pretty buzzed, and then the cops came.
Man, these cops are on it, huh?
Yeah.
Small town, or not small town, but suburban. Yeah.
And everyone scattered.
Yeah.
And ran off, but me, I like hid under the bridge that was in this, because it was in a park and it was in the sand castle area where the kids would run around the sand area.
Okay.
So I hid in there. The cops didn't see me, and then when everyone left, I couldn't remember where I was.
You were probably buzzed.
Yeah, I was a little buzzed, and I'm walking around, and I couldn't find out where I was, so I just slept in the park.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It was like I was 12 or 13.
And you would come in through the window back home?
Yeah. That particular time, I was staying at my friend's house.
Got it.
So that wasn't going out the window. So that's right. I might have come out my window. No, they knew I was staying at my friend's house.
Yeah. And back then, I'm 37. I think we're in the same age group. Back then, there was no text. There was no Find My Phone. When you said goodbye to your parents and you're sleeping at some kid's house, you wouldn't talk to them for 24 hours.
Right.
They couldn't track you down.
Right.
Even if they knew you left, they couldn't find you.
Right.
Now they literally can look it on the phone.
Yeah.
That must suck.
It sucks, but it's also good.
It's also healthier.
It's way better for you.
Was it white or red wine? Do you remember?
Red.
Red wine.
And it was terrible.
And
awful.
It's funny because you stole it from this guy's.
And we kept stealing it.
I can't believe that you could break in. How would you break the window? Would you?
I don't know. We might have I don't know exactly how we did it.
Where the key was or something?
But I don't know what we did. We might have broke in a way like we've fiddled with the lock or something.
Yeah.
Because we were able to get in there a few times.
That's hilarious. And did you drink, you don't drink now, but did you continue to drink after that, age 12 and on?
No. I mean, I would just, if my parents are having some sort of party, I might take a couple pulls off the Chablis.
Yeah.
But I never really, had a problem or
yeah, I know,
or even knew how to get stuff at that age. You know, it was just if I saw something, I'd.
And it's also that you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the same as like, you know, don't go drive this truck right now.
Right.
Yeah. Is your car right now a stick shift or is it automatic?
Automatic.
Yeah. See, I think stick is really fun, but it just doesn't make sense to have one in L.A.
No, not all the stopping and starting. I mean, if you're just driving and you know, like just open territory.
Driving through the hills of.
Can't stop and start.
Yeah.
That's just a pain in the ass.
That's a pain in the ass. What is your driving record like? Because you know this really the first time you drove, you crashed a car.
Yeah, but didn't get caught for that.
Did not get caught for that. But I'm just saying, like, not your legal driving record, but like, do you get in accidents? Are you pretty?
No,
good?
I haven't in a while. Knock on wood. I haven't in a while. And pretty clear record because I just got new insurance and
they cleared you out.
Yeah.
It is kind of always scary when you.
But it scares the shit out of me when a cop is behind me.
Yeah.
Oh, it ruins me.
Yeah.
I get sweat on my back.
Really?
And I almost never do.
You don't. That's one thing I know about you. You do not sweat out of the back very much. What are you afraid of?
Because they just want to pull you over and give you tickets and look through your cabinets.
But it's kind of like when I go through the border crossing in Canada, I get so nervous. But I'm going, what am I nervous about? I'm totally legal. Everything's fine. But I get nervous.
Because you know that it happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And if you look at someone wrong or you say something wrong, they may kick your ass.
Yeah, and they're able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when was the last time you got pulled over?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Over a year or two ago.
It doesn't happen very often in Los Angeles. It really doesn't. I mean, and knock on wood that on the way home everything's cool. But are you gonna go see your mom when you're over here in Burbank?
I just did.
Did you? Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That's nice. It's nice that you can do that. You can just go see your mom. Although it's also maybe annoying if she's always right there and like, hey, I want to come to your show at Flappers.
Yeah, she doesn't really do that too much.
Were they supportive of your comedy?
Yeah.
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 That's interesting. That's great.
Yeah.
Have they been to your live comedy show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it make you feel awkward? Is it okay?
It's okay, unless I'm really trying something really different, then I'm like, oh, she might judge this, but she's usually fine with it. At this point, I've done a lot of crazy stuff, so can't really fool her.
Where would you say your comedy bone comes from? Your mom, your dad?
My mom.
For sure?
Well, my dad's funny, too.
Yeah.
But my mom's more like goofy, you know, and like big and...
Yeah.
I based Drunk Girl off my mom, you know.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Like, was that pulled from your own? This is Drunk Girl. This is an SNL character that you did on. Was it Just Weekend Update?
I did it once with The Rock as a sketch. He was dressed like that.
He was. This always makes. I'm always curious about this. Like, you did this sketch with The Rock. How many years ago?
Over 10.
Over 10. Like, if you saw him. Would you say, hey, I did a sketch with you, or would you leave him be, or would he even know? Would he remember? It was a long time ago.
Oh, I would say something to him if I was in like a party or something in the same room or something.
Hey, Rock, when we did the Drunk Girl, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sure I would think we would remember that. Maybe not, though.
He seems like I don't like The Rock because his Twitter is annoying and he's always patting himself on the back, but he seems like he was probably a pretty fun dude.
He was a great guest.
And those wrestlers... Former wrestlers, they're like boxers. They'll just do anything to promote. Because they're just ultimate self-promote.
It's like part of their character.
It's part of it.
Promote, yeah.
So it's like if you give them an idea, they're like, yes, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I remember at the Fox Sports show I was on, we had Pacquiao on. And we were like, we should run that by him. Everything we ran by him, they're like, yes, I'll do that. Yes, I'll do. Because just like that's part of those guys' jobs.
Well, they also wouldn't know how to tell you. They wouldn't know how to be like, oh, this and not this.
Right.
Say
comedically.
They wouldn't get it.
Yeah, yeah. Who was like the most difficult person that you have done a sketch with, either on Mad TV or SNL? Is there one that comes to mind that you'd mind sharing?
Difficult?
Is anybody difficult or shut the sketch down?
Not that I can remember. Most people are cool. Sometimes like people are a little bit uptight or bitchy early in the week, but I think they're just a little nervous about doing the show, even though they're stars.
Yeah.
But then they kind of relax into the week. they're cooler as the time goes on.
Do you miss doing comedy with a group of people now that you're doing so much solo and also managing Ditto Kiddo, obviously? But you're for the most part, from what I understand, you're working solo on your comedy.
Yeah.
Was it fun to have other people in the room creating at the same time, or was it a pain in the ass?
Coming up with your own things on SNL was the hardest part. Coming up with the idea.
Yeah.
But once you kind of had the idea and you had the writer that was going to help. See, I could never write at that age.
Yeah.
I was 25, so I didn't know how to write sketches. I'd never done any Groundlings or any of that stuff. So I always needed a writer.
Yep.
So I was never really totally in control anyway.
Sure.
So, but I had a great experience there. I mean, a lot of people have horror stories, but I actually had a really good experience. And
your comedy experience is insane. I mean, both from a solo performer and from TV performer. I mean, it's crazy.
Well, Ditto Kiddo too.
Ditto Kiddo.
Did you say that?
I didn't say that.
Oh.
But I meant to say Ditto Kiddo. But I mean, it's pretty wild to find someone at the Comedy Store that's had as much comedy experience as you. How do you continue to create ideas that you get that you enjoy, or that get you inspired?
I mean, I think it's like, honestly, it's like being at the Comedy Store, and like there's so many comedians that are inspirational to me.
Good.
That just like meeting with people and thinking of things together, and just trying to out weird each other, and just and also like, this is a character I saw and I want to try to do something like this. I mean, and when I say that, I mean not someone else's character, but like this person's like a character.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's just like going like, well, what do I want to do? Like, what would be fun to do next? And, and so I don't know. It's not that it's hard. I think it's, especially now managing Ditto Kiddo.
Well, what I just pulled from what you just said is interesting, because oftentimes I'll think of something to do and I go like, well, that's not going to work, or someone isn't going to like that. But really, what works is, what am I excited to do?
Right.
And that's something that you just glossed over, but is so important. What is fun to do? Because who gives a fuck about everybody else? Because if you're having fun, it's gonna work.
Yeah, and I also, over the years, I've realized it's like trying to like make this part of the audience laugh, and these type of people laugh, and these people will like it, and let's do this so these people will like it. It just becomes totally derivative and too mainstream.
Yeah.
And I think it's like there's enough people out there where you can just try to go get a certain percentage of them and do a certain thing. And, because, if you are, like you're saying, if you are excited about it, people will gravitate to it.
And that's really the problem with every like broad network sitcom, right?
Yeah.
It's just they're trying to they're not trying to offend anybody, and they're trying to get everybody, when it's like, maybe just play to a small pocket and they'll love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. This is good for me to hear this.
But I will say this, that's network. Now what's really great about so many different channels and so many different networks that are everywhere, not just network, that you can kind of do stuff more specific. And
I mean, look at Baskets on FX.
Yeah.
It's like the weirdest fucking show ever, but it's got its niche, and people love it.
Yeah.
And that would never be on like NBC or whatever.
Louis Anderson.
Louis Henderson.
It's hot in here. You gotta see Baskets on FX. I'm dying.
Yeah, your Vine is great because, first of all, I love that you figured out Vine like after they've decided to kill Vine. But your Vine, who do you have on there? You got a lot of Trump. You got Louis. Who are some of the impressions you love to do?
Dustin Hoffman.
Are you filtering your face with them somehow? How are you doing that?
Yeah, that's off of Snapchat. That's just, you put their face on your face.
Okay, see, I haven't figured that out yet. I kept saying, like, how is Jeff getting Louis Anderson's filter? But it's not his filter. You can pull his face.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So what, ideal world now, what would you want to do with your comedy?
Well, I just have to say how excited I am to manage Ditto Kiddo and to get that show on the 28th.
Yep, the Improv Lab, doing the songs.
Doing the hits. Not the hits, what would have been hits.
Yeah.
No, I think this is good. I don't know. I just
Does your comedic brain go to music first, or does it go to joke first, or does it go to impression first, or is that an impossible question to answer?
It goes to probably character first.
Character first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think I love to study people, and I don't know that I'm doing it,
Yeah.
and then I can kind of impersonate them sometimes. You
Yeah.
know?
Right.
So if I do that with a normal person,
Yeah.
then it's a character.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Eleanor's ex-boyfriend, Ronnie.
Ron.
You ever see me do Ronnie?
Did I know Ron? Was Ron old?
Dude, you fucking told me, dude. Dude, you fucking told me I was supposed to fucking do it. You fucking fucked me over, bro.
I didn't know Ron.
Dude, I fucking knew you. It's like that guy. As soon as I heard him talk, I'm like, oh, I got to do that.
Yeah.
So I've gone up as him. That's what I like to do now. That's actually really fun.
Okay,
Is to
what?
go up as a character
Yeah.
and do stand-up.
And you're doing it's basically improvised stand-up within this. You're not doing a bit that Jeff wrote. You're doing a bit as fucking Ron.
Yeah, but I still do, Ron does impressions.
So Ron, you're doing.
So Ron will do Dustin Hoffman.
Right.
Or whatever.
That's very layered and tough.
It's fun, though.
It's like an artist who covers a cover. You know, it's like Jeff Buckley covers Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah, and then someone covers Jeff Buckley's, and then like X Factor covers that one. It's like it's a whole new song.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's fun. Jeff, I always enjoy hanging out with you at the Comedy Store, even though maybe it's not always you I'm hanging out with. Sometimes it's Jason Galern, or you used to do Tommy too, right? You sometimes go as Tommy.
I mean, I just not really.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's just.
How did you come up through the Comedy Store? When did that start?
I started out as a door guy.
That's pretty fascinating.
Yeah, I started as a door guy in '98.
And what does that mean to be a door guy?
At that particular time, they had a different lot guy. So to be a door guy then was like being in, you know, Auschwitz or something. I mean, it was terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
A lot guy is a guy that would park the car.
He was a maniac back
Yeah.
then. I won't say his name because he might be able to get a hold of me.
Yeah.
But he just scared the shit out of me. And I remember going, I got to get out of here, but I
Yeah.
can't quit.
Yeah.
But I want to be a regular, but I don't know how much more of this I can take.
Yeah.
And then Mitzi was walking by one time, and she's just like, do your Louis Anderson. So I
Yeah.
started doing Louis to her.
Yeah.
She's like, ha, ha, ha. She goes, you should say how he likes to eat shrimp, because he loves shrimp. So then I go,
So
I love
fucking-
shrimp, Mitzi. And she's like, ha, ha, ha.
So fucking weird.
And then I became a regular.
Because of you,
Yeah.
as Louis Anderson telling Mitzi that I love to eat shrimp.
Yeah.
That's funny. that was your audition, and so then you got TV stuff after that, being a regular.
Yeah, I got Mad TV first.
Okay.
Of maybe a half a year after that.
Yeah. Huh. Man.
Yeah.
And do you remember those audition processes?
Oh, the Mad TV one was brutal.
Because at this point, to them, you are just a door guy comedian, right?
Yeah, and I'm just like super green. I mean, I'd been doing stand-up for 2 years, I think.
Yeah.
And they're just like, just having me go through all these hoops, and I'm like, you know, I don't know what a hoop is.
Yeah. What are the hoops they made you go through?
Well, that one was, I think I had about 14 auditions.
Jesus Christ, Mad TV.
2 to network.
Yeah.
Which isn't a good sign.
Okay. Yeah, right, because
like,
they saw the first
they
one.
really don't know if you want you if they twice the network.
Yeah.
So, and you know, a bunch of little ones, and you know, it's not their fault or my fault. It was just like that's just where I was then. But I could do impressions and stuff.
But
so.
it's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it was really nerve-wracking. I almost got an ulcer. I felt like.
Really?
Yeah.
And you have to prepare a different audition every time, more or less. Or?
Well, you know, a lot of them were just like, you know, getting you ready for the next audition, you know.
Yeah.
So there were like these auditions with the casting director, like, did you prepare what you're saying? Let's see it.
Yeah.
And then, okay, let's see this again. Or come back, and then, okay, now the producers are gonna come this day, so come, the producer will be, and the producer, and be the one guy that's like, I don't know about this guy. You know? One guy that's not into me or something.
And you're not getting paid for any of this.
No.
Hell no.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I finally got that, and then, yeah, that didn't last very long. But it was fine.
Do you remember celebrating a birthday on Mad TV or SNL with anybody, with the cast?
Birthday?
Yeah. Does that ever pop into your mind?
No.
No. Birthday is not.
Like I said, birthday's just
Yeah.
almost since that car accident, but maybe I've had a couple since then that were pretty good. But
Well, it's interesting. It's interesting that's it's interesting to me that you remember so vividly eating tuna casserole.
yeah,
You remember the guy coming out and saying, who did this, and your cousin saying it's not me. So there's really only one other option as to who it could be, you.
no, the cousin said it was me. The cousin said I did it.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah, the cousin said I did it because I told him to. I go,
Yeah.
you've got to say that you did this.
Yeah.
I go, or we're both going to jail.
Yeah.
I said to make
Yeah.
up something.
Yeah. That's interesting that's maybe the last real birthday you remember. Where can everybody, our listeners, find all of Jeff Richards and, of course, Ditto Kiddos?
Sure. I'm at tastyjeff.com, TASTYJEFF.
Of course you are.
.com, and then Ditto Kiddo, if you want to see Ditto Kiddo, it's dittokiddo.club. D-I-D-I.
Is that a real fucking thing?
Yeah, DITTOKIDDO.club. And, the normal stuff, Instagram at TastyJeff.
Tasty
and
Jeff.
Everything's at TastyJeff except for Twitter is the Jeff Richards. But it's all on the website.
It's all on the website. Check out dittokiddo.club. That's the artist you manage. Who baffling to me that you would manage an artist that looks so much like you, but does have a different hairstyle.
Yeah.
Different hairstyle. And
I have a track, too. I don't know if you can play it.
Let's play it. You got it with you right now?
Yeah.
You got it on your phone?
Yeah.
Let's play it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Ditto Kiddo. You want to introduce it for us?
This is Ditto Kiddo, and this new song is called Glove Love.
Glove Love. And how do you want to do it? Ladies and gentlemen, we have so many plugs here at the new All Things Comedy studio. We have a sound stage. This is Glove Love, Ditto Kiddo, January 28th at the Improv Lab. We'll be singing the hits that almost were. And TastyJeff.com, of course, is the manager for Ditto Kiddo.
Right.
And do we need to check levels or anything? Or no, we'll just fucking play it, dude. October 21st, the Ice Chiller birthday, ladies and gentlemen. That's where Jeff Richards learned how to not drive stick. My sister once drove her car into our neighbor's house, which is what happens when you're 15 driving.
All right, here it is.
Here's Glove Love.
Well, that's the commercial.
Have you ever been to a Super Bowl party?
That would be great if that was Glove Love. Here's Glove Love.
There's only one in the world, and you're not getting it. I could be boy, I could be girl, still not getting it. I come in peace, I bring only love, and I fit like a glove. Glove, love, I'm in love with the glove. Glove, love, glove, love, glove, love, glove, love. I'm in love with the glove. I'm in love with this glove. I'm in love with the glove. I wake up at night under the street light. You're still not getting it. I must have slept on my back wrong. I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. It wasn't hard to find you. It wasn't hard till you got here. And if you're trying to seduce me, save your tears. Don't die, and if you die, I'll cry. And if I cry, I'll die. Your reaction to my attraction has left me vacant. I cannot take it.
If love is a racetrack, I want my money back.
I'm a centipede, I got feet to feed, and I fit like a glove. Glove, love. Glove, love.
Your brain is just...
Love, glove, love, glove, love. I'm in love. I'm in love with the glove. Glove, 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 love, glove, love, glove, love, glove, love, glove, love. I'm in love with the glove.
Glove love. Ditto kiddo. What was that line? I'm a centipede with I got feet to feed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I really like him.
That's great. Ditto kiddo's great. TastyJeff.com. Thank you for sharing your worst birthday.
Thank you for having me.
All right, you guys.
You're a good man.
Happy worst birthday. Perfect way to end.